Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to convert from radians to degrees. If you would like to see how to derive the unit circle, then that will be in another video. So if you take a look halfway around the circle, which would be along this x-axis, when we wrap these values from 0 all the way around, pi fell in this spot right here. And as you can tell that the x-axis makes a straight line, and we know from geometry class that a straight line has 180 degrees. Therefore, pi equals 180 degrees. So we use this to convert from our radians to degrees. So if you look around the circle, we'll start at pi over 6. So think about it like this. If I plug in 180 degrees for pi, and I divide that by 6, I get 30 degrees. So pi over 6 is the same thing as 30 degrees. Okay, so now at pi over 4, same thing. If I take 180 degrees and I divide that by 4, I get 45 degrees. So pi over 4 is 45 degrees. And we'll go around the circle and we'll do the same thing all the way around. Pi over 3, that would be 180 divided by 3. That gives you 60 degrees. Pi over 2, that would be 180 divided by 2, which is 90 degrees. And then when we come over to the second quadrant, I have 2 pi over 3. So in your head, you're thinking like 2 times 180 degrees divided by 3. And I like to do smart math when I'm not using a calculator. So 3 goes into 180 60 times, and 60 times 2 is 120 degrees. Okay, so there we have 120 degrees. And then we go around to the next 3 pi over 4. So that would be 3 times 180 divided by 4. And 4 goes into 180, 45. And 45 times 3 is 135 degrees. And then we'll do the same thing here. 5 pi over 6, 5 times 180. 5 times 180 divided by 6, and that's going to give us 150 degrees. So we'll put 150 degrees here. As we go around the circle, you'll start to see a pattern. If you notice that, like on this side, from 0 to here is 30 degrees, and then 15 more degrees, 15 more degrees, 30 degrees, 30 degrees, 15 degrees, 15 degrees. So can you guess what would be here, which we already know is 180 degrees. Okay, so using that same pattern as we go around the circle, from here to 7 pi over 6, we add 30 more degrees, we get 210 degrees. And if you plug in 180 for pi and you did 7 times 180 over 6, you'll find that you get the same answer. 6 goes into 180 30 times, and 30 times 7 is 210. Okay, and then let's continue around the circle. 5 pi over 4, can you guess what that would be? Yes, it would be, we add 15 degrees, 225 degrees. And then 4 pi over 3, we add 15 more degrees, and we get 240 degrees. And then 3 pi over 2, 270 degrees. We add 30 degrees from here to here. And if we plugged in 180 for pi, you would say 3 times 180 divided by 2, which would give you 270. And then 5 pi over 3, we add 30 more degrees, we get 300 degrees. And 7 pi over 4, 315 degrees. And then 11 pi over 6 would be what? 330 degrees. And then all the way back around, and we know that a circle altogether has 360 degrees. And so these are the degrees on the unit circle. Thank you.